One thing I can tell you, doctors are really dismissive, especially when you don't know. And sometimes they want to be real dismissive when you do know. But it's better to know than to not know. I can't remember. That brain fog, that pesky brain fog. Warning, brain fog ahead. Hello, Fibro fam, what's up? And welcome back to another video of the FibroDiaries, which is short for the Fibromyalgia Diaries. My name is Keke, and I was diagnosed last year with fibromyalgia. We suspect that it could have been longer. Anyways, I'm here just to share awareness as well as share my journey and stuff that I learned along the way. I'm 30 years old, so if there's anyone who's younger and dealing with chronic pain or like a chronic condition, I validate you. I validate you. I validate you. I know it's been a minute, y'all. Like, I've been MIA because can I tell you, this fibromyalgia is kicking my ass. I cannot stand it. It is kicking my ass, getting on my nerves, and making me tired. And when I tell you, I am doing everything I can to make this shit work. Not go away, but work, because it can't go away. I think I might have gotten a little burnt out on top of trying to work and do all the normal tasks I need to do. So if you're unfamiliar with fibromyalgia, please check out the first video I posted on this channel. It gives more awareness and more insight into it and what I deal with my day-to-day. And also check out my community tabs. I keep forgetting, but I do have some helpful information there, and I will post other links and stuff to groups and support forums and things like that. So yeah. So before I went into my depressive state, because when I tell y'all, for the last 3 weeks, I've been feeling terrible, and we're trying to see, is it situational or is it the medicine causing it? Because the medicine can play a part, but we're not exactly sure. So I don't know. But either way, after the past 3 weeks or however long I've been gone, I am like slowly feeling a little bit better, coming back out of my shell and doing more things again. So, you know, honestly, I'm grateful for my husband. He's been really supportive through all this. And my best friend, she has been really supportive through all of this as well. Like, it's so much. I feel like a burden, and I hate to feel that way. But you know what? It's okay, because I'm in therapy, and I'm not ashamed or afraid to admit that. I am in therapy, and I am working through those negative thoughts. Because when you're hurting all the time, it's easy to feel negative, and it's easy to succumb to that pain and not be able to do much for the day. I hate it. Okay, y'all. So the video that I want to film today, that I've been meaning to film, but I guess all that happened. But now that I'm back up and moving, I can finally film it. So the past couple of weeks, I've been having doctor's appointments, and I prep for them. And I don't know, it just occurred to me to share, I guess, how I prep for my doctor's appointments. Some people may find it extensive, but if you're a stationary lover like myself, then I think this will help you a lot. Also, if you're a stationary lover, check out my main YouTube channel, Plannerzoid. It is so much fun over there, totally different vibe. And on top of that, it's just different. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just different in the stationary community. That's the point, to be unique. So I want to share that this is the notebook that I am using to track my pain and symptoms daily. I also take it with me to doctor's appointments and anywhere I need to go if I leave the house for the day. Also, did anyone peep the nails? I'm trying to do some self-care, okay? I am trying my best to take good care of myself coming up out of this state that I was just in. So, you know, I did my lashes a little bit, cut my head, but it's already growing. Not my bestie posting on IG I gotta check it out later. But anyways, my hair is already growing and I cut the shit yesterday. Wow. And then I attempted to do my own Gel X nails at home. I don't know how long they're going to last. I'm proud of myself for being able to do them. And I wanted to try 2 different colors, so that's why they're 2 different colors. But can I say this one is so gorgeous? Like, check out my communities tab and stuff, because I also post lifestyle stuff there. So, yeah. Did I ever introduce myself? I can't remember. That brain fog, that pesky brain fog. Warning, brain fog ahead. If I've already introduced myself, sorry, but I'm going to introduce myself. So hi, my name is Keke, and this is FibroDiaries, and it is short for Fibromyalgia Diaries. And here I record my journey of me dealing with fibromyalgia, which I was diagnosed with last year, but definitely could have had it a lot longer. And on top of that, I guess like I want to show other lifestyle ways, like ways I manage it, cope with it, and try to be positive with it, while also doing what I enjoy, which is making content. So, hi. I feel like I introduced myself already, so you might get it twice in this video. I feel so bad. I need to put these in the shop, but this is so cute, y'all. I have a whole tour on my channel, so I would love for you guys to check it out if you want to see a tour of my pain journal. So, when it comes to prepping for doctor's appointments, there's a few things I like to do prior to the appointment. Prior to the appointment, as in ahead of time. Not the day of the appointment, before the appointment, at least the night before. Hold on, because I actually forgot. I need to pull my phone out. Okay. So, here's the first thing I do to prepare for my doctor's visit. I ask questions. So, the first thing I do is I write down my questions. You can write them in a journal, whether it's a physical journal like this, or you can do digitally where you put it in your notes app like this. Or you can do both, because sometimes I like to double down because I'm extra and I just really love stationery. I can't help it. And I love pink. Can't you tell? So that's the biggest one, because when you have a condition like ours, or really anything, because I live in America, okay, you really have to advocate for yourself. So asking questions is the best thing you can do, and communicate. Also, it's not always about advocating, because not every doctor is bad, but doctors do keep up with a lot of patients daily and they can't remember everything. So it's good to keep track for yourself as well. And then when you need to explain to loved ones or other people, you have the information versus I don't know, or someone has to go with you or something. Now, if someone has to go with you, then someone has to go with you. But that's my biggest thing. I make sure I ask questions. Ask questions. Do not be afraid. So just make a list of questions. That's number 1. Number 2, if you have any, but I totally recommend, and I have a video on my channel, have some kind of journal or tracker. So I track mine in a journal. This is a 5-year Hobonichi journal. And I will be tracking it for the next 5 years in this journal. And actually I started color coding it too, so I can get to it faster, because sometimes doctors like to ask well, how long have you been feeling like this? And you're trying to remember off the top of your head. Well, now I can look at the colors and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I might have to redo a whole entire video because I made some changes in my pain journal. But highly recommend that the second thing you do is to track your pain. Have some kind of pain journal or a pain tracker to track your pains, so that you can show your doctor very easily and not have any trouble telling them. Because one thing I can tell you, Doctors are really dismissive, especially when you don't know. And sometimes they want to be real dismissive when you do know. But it's better to know than to not know. Number 3, the third thing I recommend for you to bring to your doctor, that I bring to my doctor, is any kind of paperwork they need. So that can be like new patient paperwork or existing patient paperwork, whatever. Because sometimes I do take it home and bring it back later. But most of the time I try to do it there and do it prior. Like, I don't know. I'm just extra like that. Like, I like my stuff done before the appointment. So I try to just have it ready. So I have the journal, which has a lot of pockets, and I put any kind of documentation in there. So if they need to see any kind of pictures or any kind of paperwork or a list of medications, just any kind of documentation for your doctor. I think it's just easy to go ahead and gather it the night before and put it in one place, whether it's a journal, an envelope, somewhere in one place, so that's easy for you to grab and access, okay? And the last thing on my list is notes. Just simply have any kind of notes and research you've done, so that if you have any questions, you can ask them. If they give you any new information, be able to take some kind of notes, even if you have to record in your appointments. Any kind of way to get some kind of documentation of what is being said there, and have your own kind of documentation for yourself to be able to research compared to things like that. I know this may sound extra, but it has been really helpful for me in my medical journey. And then also, I'll be honest, I feel like it's not extra enough. I feel like this is really surface level. So I'll be honest, like, if you have any other kind of ideas or things that you do to prep for the doctor's appointment, let me know down below, because I'm actually really curious. Like, I like to be prepared, okay? Of course, there's other little extras, like I bring my fan with me, bring something with me while I'm waiting in the waiting room. But I'm talking about being seen by the doctor, talking to the doctor, stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. I could do a separate video, I guess, if you like, about like when you're waiting and stuff like that. The extra stuff you need to bring to keep yourself, you know, good. But yeah, it all depends on your condition, of course. But mine, of course, is fibromyalgia. So there's that. And scoliosis. Ugh. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget, you guys are strong. I validate you guys. We are warriors. And of course, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.